Hello and welcome to this video. So today we are going over the second floor framing plan, which is above this partial foundation plan, and then we'll go over this detail. Okay, the first thing you should know, we have this upper floor bathroom. Basically, I'm showing the floor below it, where there's a kitchen on the left side and a living room or dining room on the right side. The bathroom is supported by these existing TJI joists. It runs left to right, actually across the whole floor. So we show that by this arrow and this cross arrow that spans from the top left to the bottom right. So this is the bounds of the first TJI joists. We got the lower TJI joist bounded here. And then this part is new. So the left side of the TJI joist we're leaving alone. So pretty much we're cutting it at this wall. This is the wall separating the kitchen and the living room. The right side we're framing with new floor joists. So I call them FJ1. The floor joist span from left to right. It catches on this exterior wall and lands on this interior wall. We're putting a little ledger, so that's why there's a line right here. A ledger board will rest on top of this existing wall, and we're hanging the new floor joist on that ledger board. So that's what this detail callout shows, detail 1, and this one says it's on the same page. And on the right side, I hatched this area, and it says notch, pretty much notch these joists, a maximum of 2 inches deep at the hatched area. The detail shows this existing interior wall. We're saying that it's bearing, meaning it carries the load from the joists down the wall and into the foundation. The top shows, let's see, a double top plate here. So those are the top parts of an interior wall. Above it, there's this blocking. So I'll say existing blocking. Verify in field with a VIF. This new block right here, this is the ledger board or ledger beam. I call it out as new ledger beam, 2x12 Douglas fir larch number 2. That's the type of wood. There's a hanger here, and the new beams or the floor joists, it says new floor joist per plan. It hangs onto that ledger board. So this little symbol is for the hanger. Besides that, we're showing the existing plywood sheathing at the floor. So it says existing wood sheathing, verify in field. That sheathing is above, so it's pretty much the floor. And then it gets nailed into this blocking. So it says edge or end nail, EN. End nail, it shows a little nail right here. And then it goes into the blocking. There's actually a clip like this. So that clip has nails in the top and bottom. So that load travels through this blocking, through the clip, and into this double top plate. And then down here at the interior wall, there may be shear, like it may be used as a load path for shear, like a shear wall. But anyway, we want to carry that upper floor diaphragm or the sheathing into the bottom all the way to the foundation. So we show this plywood sheathing, and it has an end nail. And then it says verify in field. So there may or may not be this wall used as a shear wall, meaning there may or may not be plywood sheathing on it. So I'm just doing verify and field. If there is plywood sheathing, then they should have these nails so that it carries the load all the way down to the foundation. The other notes here that are shown are existing stud wall. We call out the detail title, so I say new ledger and floor joist, typical. And then we'll go to the foundation plan. Below all of that kitchen and living room framing is the floor. So this floor is a TJI floor joist spanning from left to right. These are the exterior foundation, like concrete pours. It's actually called a grade beam and pier. So a pier is like these circular concrete columns that go into the ground, and the grade beam are these concrete beams that go from one pier to the other. So basically we have concrete all around here, even over here. We have these TJI joists going from left to right, and then we have an existing girder beam. So a girder beam is like a 2x12 that goes north-south, and it actually lands on top of these piers because it's supported by the piers. So that way, this girder beam can support these TJI joists and pretty much anything above it. It's pretty much holding the weight from all of this wall above it. So I put down the spacing of the girder beams. It says max 6 feet 6 inches, verify and field. And then I call out the girder beam. It's an existing 4x12. I just kind of guessed the type of wood. It says Douglas fir larch number 2. I don't have the exact wood, so that's why I always put verify and field, so the contractor will go in and see if it's the same type of wood used in our calculation. And then the pier call out, it says existing 12-inch pier, typical, unless noted otherwise. And there's also a 4x4 post. Those are these symbols with the X's in them. Those posts support all this girder beam. And then I have a note, no foundation work proposed. So this girder beam is going to be calculated. That's why I have that 6.5 feet spacing. It's supported by the piers, so it's pretty much open. Like this is a free span of the girder. It's 6.5 feet long, so we're going to calculate how much weight it can handle, and this is like a free body diagram showing the distributed load with arrows pointing down. And then we're also calculating floor joist 1, FJ1. So it's going to be a 2x10. It's actually a 2x12, but we're notching out the right side of this. So that's over here. FJ1 from left to right. The right side is notched. So in my calculation, I'll probably do it's actually a 2x12, but I'll try to see if it works as a 2x10. And if it works as a 2x10 throughout, then I'll know that this right side where it's notched in by 2 inches, I'll know that it works. And that's the rundown of the floor joists, the foundation plan, and the types of calculation that we'll be doing.